Myanmar people are extremely hospitable. Most houses and even certain offices will immediately put some refreshment in front of a guest without asking, and you need to have a ready excuse not to drink the very sweet coffee or soft drink if you normally exclude sugar from your diet. Actually, the correct protocol is not to notice being put in front of you until the host says, please take your refreshment before it gets cold or warm, depending on what has been put in front of you. At this point, if you decide you don't want to offend your well-meaning host, take a sip or swallow it without grimacing. Or you can make the excuse you are diabetic or that you have a cough. Myanmar people believe sweet or fried foods make coughs worse. Or you can also smile, nod and say "Ogeba" and not drink. If you are invited to partake of a meal, you need to be aware that the culture here is to serve a guest first. Normally, children are taught to either serve their parents first or to let the parent help themselves from the dishes before the children help themselves. A guest will be accorded the same respect. It is fine if you are handed a dish and asked to help yourself, but it is more common for the host to actually put things on your plate with what they think are best parts of the each dish. That is difficult for a picky eater like myself. I try to get around it by accepting the first bit that is put into my plate and then saying I like to eat only one thing at a time. Or I say I don't eat too much. Hopefully, by the time I finish the first one, I can reach for the dish I want unobtrusively. I don't know what other advice I can give you except for you to grin and bear it. Small parties are rare in Myanmar society. You can drop in at meal times and expect to be invited to join the family for the meal, or you may be invited specially and personally. Traditionally, if you decide to entertain, the whole village or community is expected to attend, even without a direct invitation. Such functions are usually sonjues, where monks are invited to give their blessings and sermon. After the blessing or sermon, the monks will be offered the choicest dishes and a full course of desserts, in addition to the ubiquitous pickled tea leaf dish. Close relatives and children try to get the remains of the monk's meat, especially the dessert or fruit. Once that is over, the rest of the guests may either be fed a different one-dish meat, such as mohinga or biryani, or a full rice meal with at least one meat dish, one vegetable dish, a soup, and a dish of raw or blanched vegetables together with a dip. Since this is traditional Myanmar entertaining, where in the old days people do make a point of going, no one thinks of telling the host if they will come or not. The host is left to guess how many will come, and as time goes on, check how much food is left and think what to do if it runs out. The concept of RSVP is alien to many Myanmar people. So please don't get annoyed when you don't get a reply. If it means enough to you, ask your assistant to chase down people. Incidentally, you might find the food is very important to the Myanmar people. If someone in the office has a birthday, they are expected to feed their friends and colleagues. Giving a gift is not really necessary. It is in the same spirit of feeding the community on special occasions and not done in anticipation of a present. But their colleagues might pull together and give something, or their seniors might give a cash present. Also remembering that if it is a junior member giving the food, or he or she might not have a big salary, so a present never goes amiss. It is easiest to give a cash gift.